Hey guys, it's Amy from GracexWildflowers, and I'm here to just plan in my Hobonichi Cousin for the week of March 22nd to March 28th. So I use my Hobonichi Cousin as more of a memory keeping journal, memory keeping planner, and so my ring planner is something that I use every day as a planner to keep me on top of my to-dos and appointments and schedules and all that stuff. So then at the end of the week, I'll usually go back and plan in my Hobonichi Cousin in the weekly pages to just have a spot where I can go back and look at like what I did, because on the daily pages in my Hobonichi Cousin, I usually do more creative journaling, and I might pick one or two things from the day to record down rather than the whole thing. So looking at my weekly spreads in my Hobonichi, I can see a more detailed thing of like what that week looked like or what that day looked like. So that's kind of why I go back and like back plan in my Hobonichi Cousin in the week sections, so that I could have it all together in the book at the end of the year. I did that for 2020 and I really liked it. I did change some things up from 2020 to 2021. Like in 2020, I used my Hobonichi Cousin as like my everyday planner, which really didn't work because I was more so like documenting things rather than actually using it as something to keep me on task. So I just decided this year that it was going to be a complete memory journal. And so that when I look back, I could see things that I did. And like I said, this part of it in the weekly section is just where I'm going to be putting more detailed stuff rather than in the dailies. So anyways, the headers for each day that I put on there are the school schedules. I'm a teacher, and we have different schedules for a couple of different days. So we have a white schedule, a gold schedule, and a purple schedule. On white schedule days, we teach periods 1 through 7. So I see all my classes. And then on gold days, we teach odd number classes for 72-minute blocks. And then on purple days, we teach even number classes for 72 minutes as well, and have like chapel and advisory that day as well. So what I put on each day are things just that like I accomplished. So if I packed Etsy orders or if we had a good day at school, so I usually put in there too like the money that I spent, usually near the bottom. I usually always put that I planned and graded because I do that basically every single day at school. And I usually put like a little computer sticker or a little backpack sticker by that just because I think it looks cute and I like it. All the little stickers that you see, I actually made. I used to sell them on my Etsy, but I decided not to anymore. They're cute and I like them and stuff, but I think I'm going to switch over to some other planner shops. So if you have any suggestions of planner shops that I should check out for planner stickers, leave them in the comments below because I would love to support their shop and to see what they've got. So I know of a couple of them, but I'm always looking for new ones and stuff like that. So I usually like little simple ones, kind of like the ones that you see here. Nothing too crazy or flashy, I guess. But yeah, I'll usually choose one thing out of the day as well to kind of make as a highlight or like the big thing of the day. So you'll see that I made the volleyball game in bold. So I used a Tombow fudenosuke hard tip brush pen, and I just wrote in volleyball game versus St. Lawrence on Monday. And then other volleyball games or other things that I've done during the week that are more of like, I don't know, the bigger event, I will put in a thicker marker just to signify that was like the big event for the day. I like doing that. Sometimes I don't do it if there was really nothing that was going on. But I usually like doing that. Like I said, I changed the way that I use my Hobonichi Cousin from like an actual planner to more of a memory keeper. So I don't mind, if things are, not everything's in here, because I don't have to have every single task that I did, every single thing that I did that day. So that's why I like usually having one like highlight of the day to make it look a little, more fun in my planner too. So yeah, the pen that I'm using to write all of this stuff in is a Uniball Jetstream pen in 0.5 in the Femme series body. I love this pen thanks to Lindsay Scribbles, who turned me on to these pens and this body style. I just think it's really pretty and really sleek. I usually use this pen body specifically in my rings planner. I always have it with me. It has 3 colors as black, red, and then a pencil. So I usually don't use the red a ton, but I use the black and the pencil all the time, which is really nice. I also don't incorporate a ton of washi tape on my weekly pages, unlike my daily pages. If you watch my journal with me's, I use washi tape all the time to border my pages. I just don't in my weeks section. I don't really know why. Really, the only thing that I use are stickers. And last year, I was like really against using stickers in my weekly pages. Why? I don't really know. But I was. But obviously this year, I am totally for it. And I think they look really cute. And they're just so little. Like, I'm a sucker for like little minimalist things, and I just think they're adorable. And it just makes it easier to decorate without having to draw in a ton of little things. So another thing that was crazy kind of about this week is that we started 4th quarter at the school that I teach at. I cannot believe we are in the last quarter of the school year. It feels like this year went by fast, but also slow. It's hard to describe. It's just been a crazy, interesting, memorable year for sure. And on the bottom there, I have been writing like 4 days until spring break, 3 days until spring break, because next week is my spring break, which is always nice to have a week just to rest and rejuvenate and to just take a bit of a break. So that's always nice to have. This weekend was a really great and fun weekend. I hung out with my sister a lot. We ended up playing Mario Kart at her house. We used to play that all the time when we were younger, and it was just kind of fun to play those races again, and it was super nostalgic because, I mean, we were like 12 the last time we played those, or maybe even like 15 or 16 or something, but we were younger, and it was just really fun to like play, I don't know, Royal Raceway again or Calamari Desert. If you know any of those races, you know how great they are. And it was on N64, so you had the wonderful graphics of it as well, which was super, super fun. I also hung out with some of my friends this weekend, which was really great. And we were safe and everything like that, so that was awesome. And I just had a lot of Etsy orders to do this week, which was such a blessing. I ended up launching new Hamilton stickers and Bible Christian stickers and stuff like that. So it's just been a huge blessing that I was able to ship those out to people who supported me. And I seriously just can't thank people enough for that, because it's such a fun little thing that I love to do. And in my little tiny corner of Etsy, I got over 200 sales, and I know that's small compared to some other people, but for me, that's just huge. I opened it the 1st of November in 2020, and it's just been a really fun and great experience so far. So I plan on keep doing it as long as I can. And yeah, the link to my Etsy shop is always in the description box below, so you can always check that out if you want to. Zero pressure to buy anything, but just always want to share that with you guys. Also on here, I'm just floored that I'm at like 130 subscribers. Again, I know that's not a lot to some people, but to me, I just think that's so awesome that we have 130 friends to hang out with and to share planner love with. So just thank you guys for that too, because I think that's really cool and really fun. And I really enjoyed this. This is a hobby for me, and I love sharing it. So yeah, enough about that being mushy and gushy and all that stuff. So on Sunday, it was Palm Sunday, and I ended up going to my friend's house, and her husband really likes smoking meats recently. So he smoked some pork, and it was delicious. I'm a huge fan of this hobby that he has picked up, and that they're gracious enough to also invite me over. So that was delicious. Another thing that I do in my weekly spreads is highlight certain things. So usually I will highlight the goals that I want to accomplish and stuff like that. So a lot of Etsy things, school things, if I work out, or what I spend and stuff like that. So I'll highlight those with a Tombow dual brush marker, which I love, and always have a link below to where you can find those on Amazon. Thanks so much, guys, for watching and hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.